Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so excited today to talk about a topic that is related to Hygge. It's a new year, guys, and I love to bring everything into my home that's going to create a nice harmonic energy that's going to set my year up in the right way. And so I would love to share my tips with you guys on how to create this good energetic design in your home. And the first video in that part of the series is going to be on Hygge. And if you don't know what Hygge is, this is a perfect topic and a perfect design style for your home, especially this time of year when it's cold outside still, and also sometimes in areas where there might not be as much light outside. And in addition, we just came off of Christmas with all the beautiful lights, but now it's going to be darker in our homes. This is going to be the perfect design style for you to bring in, to bring that coziness and that light back, and to make sure that you're feeling good to start your new year. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, so let's get started. Now, I love Hygge. This is a design principle, and not just design, but they use this as a way of life in Danish culture. And this word actually means a sense of coziness, a way of living that's going to bring you just a lot of good energy, good vibes, comfort, and coziness is the premier topic of this design style. And so there's going to be some very specific ways that you're going to achieve this in your home. And you're going to find that by doing these things, you can really create that comfort and coziness that you're looking for. And you have to imagine that where this has originated from, in Scandinavian countries, this area is very cold in the winter time. They don't have a lot of light because the sun is different there, and so this is going to be really crucial for them to bring in these concepts. And so you can understand that this is why this time of year it's so important for us to incorporate these into our home, where we're going to be a little bit indoors, it's cold outside, it's dark outside. So this is going to be a really great technique. So let's dive into it. The first tip in keeping a Hygge type of home is adding light. Now, I mentioned before, one of the things that we lose is the sunlight with the winter time, and also we lose all the Christmas lights that we had in our home after taking down all of our Christmas decorations. And so adding light into the home is going to be really important to make sure that we're incorporating that much needed sun element that we're all missing this time of year. The biggest way that they do that in Danish culture is to light lots of candles in your home. Candles create a beautiful and cozy ambiance that can really create such a beautiful and cozy atmosphere. And so you don't always have to have just regular candles, so not only scented candles but tapered candles, but you could also consider even pillar candles that are not flame, so flameless, that are just going to mimic that so that you get the feeling of the burning flame, but a little bit more safety involved with the flameless candles. This is going to be a good way to incorporate candles on bookshelves and areas where it's a little bit unsafe to have an open flame candle. So next up in the lighting category is going to be adding some ambient light that is not your overhead lighting. So for example, adding in nice lanterns and lamps is going to be a good secondary lighting that's going to add a lot of coziness. Something else that you could consider is adding in some beautiful fairy lights around curtains and just ways to soften that. Or you could even consider a plain lit Christmas tree, which some of you like to do to transition into your early fall and springtime, with just a pine tree or a Christmas tree that is maybe a little bit flocked, that has a little bit of lighting on it, but just without any ornaments. These are fun to also transition through the different holidays, that you can kind of decorate them for the festive seasons of Valentine's Day and Easter before you take them down for the year. And that's something that I'll show you in another video. The third aspect in lighting that's going to be very hygge is if you have a fireplace. And so if you are like me, I'm actually a little bit leery about using my fireplace, even though it is a functioning fireplace, just because I have small children. And so I've actually gotten a electric insert to place into my fireplace just because it provides such a beautiful ambiance, so such a relaxing atmosphere, and I don't need to worry about the children touching it and burning themselves and keeping everyone back from that area. And so even though I have a functioning fireplace, it is something that I really enjoy just to keep the light on of my electric fireplace. And so it's something that you can keep in mind if you have similar circumstances. This is a really great solution for you to still get that really elegant, cozy ambiance, and I absolutely love using my electric fireplace. The next category to create such a hygge environment is going to be textiles. And so this is going to be where you bring in all of the soft and warm and cozy vibes that are going to really bring that comfort and cozy up with me on the couch feeling. And so I actually got this really nice giant size faux fur rug from Costco. What a great find. So it's just this really beautiful thick layer that I add and drape over my couch, and when you sit on that, it just feels like heaven. It is so soft and comfortable. I just really recommend thinking a little bit outside the box when it comes to those things. You know, just because it's a rug does not mean that you can't not drape it over your furniture, and it's going to add a very elegant and comfort appeal. Adding in soft textiles around your home in the form of blankets is also going to be really important, and even just draping them over your chairs. You don't have to have everything folded perfectly or draped perfectly. That relaxed nature of having it draped over the side of a chair or over your favorite reading area is just going to give your home such a comfortable feeling. I even keep baskets of blankets around my living room just to pull from and make sure that we can layer up on the coziness. When it comes to fur, I even decorate with furs throughout my home. And so in my dining room area, I found this really awesome Christmas set for 90% off from Hobby Lobby after season sale, of course. And this is what I'm talking about. You can get amazing deals after the season, and this does not need to be for Christmas. This beautiful faux fur table runner with these placemats that match it. I actually place them on the back of the chair instead of as placemats. I use them as anchors for some of my decor, and that bringing in that fur element just warms up this room and makes it look super cozy. If you like the way that the dining room looks, I'm going to do a real short kind of tutorial video on how I set up those decor pieces, just to give you an idea on how you can style your space to get a similar look. So you have to come back next time to check that out. And lastly, in textiles, you know, having beautiful, comfortable pillows. I tend to layer up my pillows on my couches and on my chairs, and it just adds such a comfortable element to your space that's going to really give you that hygge feeling. Next up in hygge design is creating a space that's very neutral in its colors palette, in its color scheme. And so in this design style, they tend to keep things in the neutral creams to light browns to gray color palette. This white and creamy etheric feeling to it is going to give a lot of appeal when it comes to comfort, and just the energy of that type of space is going to give you a very calm and serene effect. And that is something that's going to be really needed and valuable in the hygge design in this time of year. Although we tend to accent with beautiful, vibrant colors at Christmas time, it's not really fitting to the hygge design to use very bright, vibrant reds, because this type of hue has a certain energy to it. And this I'll actually talk to you about in another episode when I talk about feng shui. Is that these types of colors, the vibrancy and the fire element to them can be a little bit off-putting to the energy of the room. And so this, you really do want to keep it to a neutral palette, and we'll put away some of our bright elements until we're ready to add a little bit more fire into our life, maybe around Valentine's Day. And lastly, hygge is also about creating an atmosphere of coziness when it comes to the way that you live in this space. And so maybe having options for beautiful tea setting arrangements where you can have a really nice cozy cup of warm beverage, or a place where you can have a reading nook, for example, an area where you can read and just enjoy your space in comfort. They even have a name for a reading nook, a Hygge Krog, like a reading nook area, a very cozy area to read books. And so it's something that is definitely Hygge in its culture and nature, but it's just about creating a space that's warm and inviting, someplace where you want to sit down and be in and relax. And so things like nice books, maybe memorabilia, things that remind you of your family or friends, but maybe with your pictures, photo albums, things like this that would give your space a really nice, warm and inviting touch. So guys, I hope that you're ready to create some Hygge design in your home. This is going to be something that I know you're going to love during these cold winter months. And even I got a little bit of snow in Texas, so we're definitely ready to Hygge up our home. And it's just so funny because we never get snow down here. It's cold outside and time to huddle in and cozy up your family. So next time I'm going to talk to you about some nice feng shui elements to bring into your home that are important for the new year, to make sure you're setting up your year in the right way to be prosperous and harmonious. And so I love energetic type design principles, guys. So I don't know if you know that or not, but I have a certificate in feng shui design, as well as I'm a Reiki master, and so I'm very sensitive to energy in homes and around me. And so it's so important to me to have a home that's energetically calm and safe and feels good to be in. And so I'm going to teach you those things as well, so that you can also have such a beautiful and calming space that's going to help you just love your home even more. And so I hope that you guys stick around, and I can't wait to share my ideas with you. I had a lot of fun today, guys. I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.